course. But then I became so much more interested in drugs that I
Yeah.
just kind of put that down. And then it wasn't until many years later that after I got off the drugs, that I
And
was able.
you did a 12-step program at some point, right? I mean, that usually has a spiritual component to it.
Yeah, I mean, 12-step program was really helpful for me in terms of just getting clean and getting support from others. And then that allowed me to look into my experience a little bit more without being clouded by all the things that go along with a drug addiction.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so when you kind of really left the drugs behind and started undergoing this transformation that you were just describing, were you assisted by books and teachers of any kind, or were you pretty much doing it on your own and just having these realizations and kind of reorienting the way you perceive the world on your own?
Yeah, I mean, I picked up things like from J. Krishnamurti and things like Eckhart Tolle and dabbled here and there, but I didn't know what Advaita Vedanta was. I didn't know the different schools of Buddhism and all the traditions. I didn't realize the rich history there.
Right.
I was just interested in kind of discovering what my experience was like, so I used those teachings to kind of, as a guide, to kind of help me look into my experience more. Yeah, they were definitely helpful.
Yeah. Did you experience at any point sort of radical shifts? Like you could say, okay, on the afternoon of November 13th, all of a sudden this thing happened, or was it more a gradual kind of incremental transformation?
It was both. The way that I've expressed it, one way I've said it in my book that you mentioned, I think Reflections of the One Life. There's one of the meditations in there that sort of talks about it in terms of, well, it's kind of hard to express this, but what I've been saying is, like, you often hear people